Hello and good morning. It is still technically morning. It is Saturday morning. It is a beautiful Saturday morning. I am having a very relaxing start to my weekend. It is 11:33 on Saturday. I'm still in my pajamas. I'm still definitely in relax mode. I've just come out here to start this vlog and get some coffee and some food. And then I'm gonna go get snuggled back in bed and read. I am currently reading, oh, what's it called? The Raven something, the Raven Song, the Raven Spell. I think I'm reading The Raven Spell, and The Raven Song is book 2 of this series. I'm losing track. It's by Luann something. But I think Haley, you were the one who recommended this a while back when I asked for spooky, witchy fiction reads, and I'm enjoying it so far. So yeah, I'm gonna read. I want to finish this book. I've got a little over 2 hours left in it, so I'm gonna try to finish that this afternoon, and then try to do some writing, because I do need to do some writing. I want to finish up writing the first draft of Real Romance. I'm almost there. I'm like almost done with the last chapter, and then the epilogue is next. So that book, that draft is almost done. And I wanted to finish that for this weekend before NaNo starts, and then do a little bit more character development and plot development for my NaNo project, and just feel like I'm ready to start writing words on Tuesday. So yeah, there's lots of prep and stuff like that to do. So I'm gonna go get some brunch and sit down and relax and read and try to finish this book, or at least read for a couple hours, and then probably start working on some writing and do some writing this afternoon. Maybe try to do some outlining this afternoon. I do want to go for a walk later this afternoon. I've been going for morning walks all week before conferences, which helped me get through conferences, I think. That was a huge help for getting through the conferences. But this weekend, today and tomorrow, I knew I needed to sleep in. So I've had a late start to Saturday, but it's all good. There's still plenty of time in the day. I'm gonna go get my coffee and get back cozy on my bed and in a nest of pillows and throw blankets, and do some reading and relaxing, and then we can chat book stuff. It is 2:40, just about, and I have been reading all afternoon so far. I have not finished the book I'm reading like I had hoped. I'm reading very slowly today, and I keep getting distracted, so I'm gonna try writing. I need to finish Royal Romance. I'm nearly there. I probably need about 1,000-ish more words. I mean, chapter 24 is already up to 4,300, so I really would like it to not be longer than 5,000, but it might take me about another 1,000 to finish up the chapter. But like, I'm pretty much like, it's almost done. I want to try to finish this chapter today, and then I could write the epilogue tomorrow. If I can start the epilogue today, even better. I want to try to finish this up. I need to not drag it out, this particular scene. I know this whole scene is going to get revised massively in the second draft, so I'm just trying to get the big picture pieces down, if that makes sense. I'm not trying to like write this beautifully and perfectly, because that's just not gonna happen. That's not where I'm at with this. It just needs to get done, because I want this project to be done before NaNo starts. And ideally, I would like it to be done by, if not today, then tomorrow, so that tomorrow and Monday I can focus on NaNoWriMo and getting everything ready for that, because there are some things I want to do with the Across the Pond outline so that I can start writing words in the outline by Tuesday when Nano starts, because right now I have been outlining and I have been making a lot of progress, but it's all been in like character development or random ideas that they're not like in order of any kind. And so I know that the first part of Nano is going to be spent outlining and building out my outline. I'd wanted to have the outline done by the end of October, but there was just too much going on with getting ready for the book launch. The Project Real Romance, like, I feel like the Inn of Hopes and Dreams is now pretty much off my plate. Like, that's shifting into just marketing and managing that book and sales of that book. And by finishing the first draft of Real Romance, I can get that project off my plate as well, and that project can take a back seat for at least a couple weeks. I know I want to spend some time away from it and focusing entirely on something else for at least 2 weeks before I start reading back through and editing Real Romance, but I honestly might just wait until December when the semester's done and just spend Nano focusing on writing across the pond, and possibly starting to outline and develop Independent Hearts 3 so that I could start outlining that seriously by December. So yeah, I need to get the draft of this done because I do not want it to drag on any longer. I've got the last little bit of my replica Whispers in the Library candle, so I'm gonna light this to hopefully give me all of the positive writing vibes to finish this chapter. I've been saving this last bit for the last bit of the book. I've been saving this, so I'm gonna light this for writing the last chapter. I've brought my roses back out here with me. We're gonna set all the moods, all the vibes, and then hopefully I can get it done in an hour and a half, because I really wanted to go for a walk around like 4:15. So it's about 2:45 right now. So hour and a half before 4:15. So let's see what I can do in about an hour. I might be able to finish this in an hour. So I'm gonna say an hour. We're gonna say by 3:45, because then I could outline for a little bit before going for my walk. So by 3:45, we're gonna get this chapter done. I'm not gonna overthink this. I'm just gonna write. I'm gonna finish it. Okay, it is super rough and it is definitely a mess, but draft 1 of Project Real Romance is officially done. So excited. It is topped out, word count wise, at 135,489 words. So just over the revised goal I said of 135K. It needs to be cut. I mean, at least 20,000 words needs to be cut. My longest book, I think, is like around, I think Brave Together ended up being around 109,000. I could handle this one being around 115, but a lot needs to be cut. But that's okay. That's a whole separate process. That's what editing is for. So now I can put it away, not think about it. I am going to compile it and email it to myself really quickly so that I've got it backed up. So I finished it 2 days ahead of my October 31st deadline. So that's fantastic. So now I can spend the next 2 days focusing just on NaNoWriMo. which is great because I have so much prep work to do. So that will be tomorrow for me, just another minute or so for you guys in this vlog, because I am vlogging tomorrow in this vlog. But yeah, I wrote 2,803 words today. The epilogue ended up being about 1,500 words, so that's good. The epilogue especially, I think, is going to get mostly rewritten. I know that as other things change with the ending and with the last few chapters, that what I've written in the epilogue is going to change. So there will probably be lots of like alternate endings, alternate epilogues that I can send out as bonus content with the email to the email list when the time comes. But yeah, I'm excited to go back and reread this one from the beginning, because the beginning feels like so long ago. I started working on this project as my Nano project last year. So I've been working on this, and I think I already had my outline done. So I think I was outlining it around this time, like beginning of October, late September, early October. I was outlining this project last year, and it's taken me until the end of October this year to finish it. It's honestly the longest I've spent writing a first draft since A Brave Start. Like, A Brave Start took several years because I wasn't focusing on it. Like, I wasn't intending to publish it, so there wasn't like motivation to finish it. But certainly of Brave With You, More Than Fate, Bookshop, Brave Together, and The Inn of Hopes and Dreams, this is the longest I've taken to write a book. So all the others have been like written and published almost in the time it's taken me just to do the first draft of this one. So yeah, it's a lot. So there's definitely stuff from the beginning of the book that I barely remember because it's been so long since I've written it. So I know I want to take some time away from it. I want to focus on Across the Pond 4, getting that ready for Nano, starting Nano, getting the outline written so that I can start writing chapters in that project. So I think I will probably take most of November, if not all of November, off from this project and give myself that distance, and then come back the very beginning of December, maybe the last week of November, like during Thanksgiving break or something. I might take time to sit down with this on my iPad mini and just read it and take notes. Editing this is going to be a lot. So yeah, but I'm excited. It's done. It's finally done. I got it done. That is what matters. I am just so excited and so happy because it has definitely taken a while to get here. But it is now 4:45. The sun is setting in an hour. I need to go for my walk. I'm not gonna walk for an hour. I'm probably only gonna walk for about 30 minutes. I don't want to be out there for long because it's gonna get dark, but also I'm really not feeling that well. Like, I'm feeling okay mentally. Like, it's been a great day. I've slept in. It's been super relaxing. I've done a lot of reading. I've finished the book. This is great. What a great way to end this week. I've launched one book and I've finished the first draft of another. Like, it's amazing. So mentally I'm feeling pretty good, but physically I'm tired. It's been a long week. It's been a really long week and my body is just done. But it's about 81 degrees outside. It's probably gonna feel a little bit cooler in the shade. There is a slight breeze. With the weather finally starting to cool down, I can't resist a chance to go get some fresh air. As warm as it is, it still feels really nice being out there. Like, 81 is still a perfectly decent temperature and it's still enjoyable to be out, especially when there's a breeze and I'm in the shade. And so I really just want to go out and enjoy it. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab a water bottle, put my shoes on. I've got them right here next to my desk so I can put them on. So I'm going to put my shoes on and go out for a walk, and then we'll have a cozy evening watching TV. I'm watching season 3 now of Love is Blind. So cozy evening, watching TV, relaxing on the couch. I've still got some leftovers from the Chinese takeout order I made on launch day. So dinner is sorted. Just gonna relax, have a nice evening, and then tomorrow we can focus on some NaNoWriMo prep. Hi. Okay, so it is Sunday now. I need to get to work. I'm not going to be very productive today, which is not what I wanted. I need to do a lot of editing and outlining and planning work because NaNoWriMo starts on Tuesday. It is Sunday. When this vlog goes up, Nano will have already started. I think this vlog is going to go up on the 2nd, so day 2 of Nano. So starting with this vlog, but because I've already been doing some writing work, but like the rest of the vlogs this month are going to be very, very Nano and writing focused. So I hope you're looking forward to that. But there was something I wanted to share with you before Nano started, or as Nano is starting, because you're going to see me using this program. So I mentioned it in my Q&A video the day after launch day that I have been trying out a new writing software called Bibisco. So Andrea Severson, who's from Italy, is the founder and creator, and he's the one who reached out. So full disclosure, this was gifted to me. Andrea reached out, told me about the program, sent me the link to check it out. It looked really cool. Initially I wasn't sure because I love Scrivener. I will always love Scrivener. I am a diehard Scrivener fangirl. As far as writing is concerned, so far, initial first impressions, I do think Scrivener is better for my brain with how it's set up for writing. But I decided to do the review and try out the product because A, it looked interesting, and B, I know some of you guys don't like Scrivener or just can't really get on with it. It's just not really your thing. Maybe you'll like Bibisco better. For me, first impressions, it is definitely just miles ahead better as far as character and world building is concerned. And I have been super impressed with all of the character and world building features of Bibisco. So there are 2 versions of Bibisco that you can download. There is a free community edition, which has kind of the most important features of Bibisco. So it does have the character interviews, it does have the locations, it's got the chapters and scenes for you to do the actual writing. It has some of the analysis and analytical stuff that you can check out. It still lets you do unlimited projects, automatic backups, all of that. But the supporters edition, which is starting from 23 euros plus VAT, 28 euros is the suggested retail price. It's a one-time payment. It's a lifetime license, one time, 28 euros. Having used this for the last couple weeks, it's worth it and more. I would just go ahead and jump into the supporters edition, but if you want to, you can get the community edition. It comes with a 30 days free trial of the supporters edition, so you might want to start with that. So yeah, Andrea reached out, told me about the program, asked if I'd be willing to review it. I sent him back my typical requirements to do any kind of collaboration with a brand, which is that I'm allowed to use it for at least a few weeks with no obligation to do the review, and I reserve the right to never talk about the product if I don't have anything positive to say about it. So first impressions, worth it just for the character interviews, which comes with the free version. So I definitely think it's worth trying at least that. But there are some features like the timeline and relations, and there's a few other things. Being able to move scenes to another chapter, find and replace, search, sequel creation, distraction-free mode, writing goals, which is always important for me. Those are all part of the supporters edition. All of this is distributed by Gumroad. It's got over 100,000 writers already have downloaded it, and more than 1,000 ratings on Gumroad with an average of 4.5 out of 5 stars. I think if you are doing series work, so contemporary novels, but set in a series, and so you're building out the world of that series, I think this would be really useful. And if you're doing fantasy or thrillers or mysteries, anything with a lot of details and objects and characters and locations to keep track of, Bibisco is going to be for you. So I thought I would quickly record my screen and just kind of show you how to set up a project and what it kind of looks like. When you open up Bibisco and you're creating a new project, you just click create a new project. From there, you name your project, you put down your name, you select your English, your language. So there's a few different languages that you can choose to work in, and then click save. And then, so here's your novel. It starts with some tips and the ability to set your goals. So you can say that you're wanting to finish your book by, let's say, maybe July 2023. And you want to write 70,000 words. and then it can calculate words per day, and then it gives you kind of your main project stats. You also have the analysis section, which looks at a lot of different things. I'm still learning how to use all of this, but as you start filling out your characters, as you're tagging things and creating data points in your chapters, it'll start tracking all of that. The timeline feature is something I'm really curious to use, but you have to start creating chapters. Chapter 1, save, and then you create the first scene. So introduction scene. So you start writing. You can mark up in the corners if you're still working on that, or if you've completed that scene. So you start working, you can click save and then go back. So now we've got a scene created in this. This is what I'm still figuring out. I imagine as you get working, all of this then starts to build up. But in timeline, now you can see we've created a chapter, and so we can see kind of a brief breakdown of what that chapter is. As you build in more, it starts to fill out more. So I've been doing this for Across the Pond 4. I don't want to show you that because I don't want to show you what that project is at this point, who it involves and all of that. But I'm really curious as I get going how that's going to build out and what that's going to look like. The cool feature, this is like the best thing for me, are the characters. So you create your first main character. We'll call her Judy, after my mom. And then once you click into Judy, you can add a profile image. So if there's an actor or an animated character or like whatever you're working on, you can find a picture and put it in for that character. And then you have all of the character worksheets basically. So personal data has 12 questions. Physical features has 24 questions that you can answer. My favorite is psychology. 62 questions related to their psychology. Like that is, it's just been so valuable as I've been working. And then all of these you can also then mark as if they're still need to be done, if they're in progress but not yet complete, or if you've finished them. The secondary characters are just open text boxes. They don't come with all of the character worksheets, but they're still useful. You've also got locations, so you can add in your locations. This then kind of populates with all the locations that you create. That also has just an open text box, so it doesn't have a lot of prompts. Relations, the relations diagram lets you track who's connected to who and how, which is really cool. So yeah, you've got a lot of things to play with. Architecture is also interesting and something that I'm working on, and I think the architecture feature, working on the premise, the fabula, which are the narration of events sorted by their logical and chronological sequence, setting and notes, and then also the narrative strands. I think this section could be really useful for those of you who lean more towards the discovery writing side than the plotting side. I think for a plotter, filling out some of the architecture can be helpful before you really get into your outline. For a discovery writer, filling out the architecture might be a way of helping you come up with some ideas without feeling like you're creating a more specific structured outline, if that makes sense. So I do think the strengths of Bibisco are putting the character first and building out the book in a way that puts the character and the kind of big picture ideas first ahead of the kind of nitty-gritty, like really specific chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, by building out the characters, the locations, the world, and the architecture of the story with everything in the architecture section. I think it's either great pre-outlining work if you're a plotter and great pre-writing work if you're a discovery writer. And so as a writing coach, as a writing instructor, I think that this software could be really useful for writers, whether you're a discovery writer or a plotter, whether you're a more experienced writer or someone who's just getting started. I think there's something in here for everyone. So this is what you're going to see me using throughout NaNoWriMo. I'm going to be testing it alongside Scrivener as far as writing goes, but I have already been building out my characters. I do have an Across the Pond 4 project in Bibisco. So I'm going to kind of be using both Bibisco and Scrivener at the same time while I'm working throughout Nano, and just see how Bibisco works from a writing standpoint. So from that pre-work standpoint, Bibisco has been mind-blowing. I'm still unsure about how my brain is going to get along with it from a writing standpoint. But as I said, the character interviews and I think the timeline as that builds out. So the character interviews are, like I said, are part of the free version. That alone is worth downloading this program just to give those a try. It's the best character worksheets I have seen out there. Yeah, amazing. Cannot rave about those more. But I think some of the features in the supporters edition, the paid version, I think those have the potential to become favorites of mine as I get writing. Even if I do continue writing in Scrivener, I think I'm always going to also be building out projects in Bibisco. I'm still figuring out how it's all going to work together. So yeah, I'm going to do some work on this right now because I need to do some work on this book before I go for a walk. So I've got like probably 30 minutes before I really want to get out there for a walk. But yeah, before this vlog ended, I really wanted to show you guys this program and how I'm using it because it's really cool and it's my new shiny toy and I'm really liking it, and I think a lot of you guys are going to like it as well. So I will leave the links down below to check it out. I will link just to the main Bibisco website so you can learn more about the product, but I will also link to the link to purchase it, and that will be an affiliate link. I will have everything clearly marked. If you do purchase it through my affiliate link, I will get a percentage. Just want to make sure that's extra clear. Some people have very strong feelings about affiliate links, so I'm definitely disclosing everything. But yeah, really excited. So if you get this, if you try it out, let me know what you think, because I am definitely a Scrivener fangirl, but I am very quickly becoming a Bibisco fangirl as well. So yeah, this is just one more tool in my toolbox of digital tools that I write with, and I'm loving it. So time to get working. Okay, it is now the end of the day. I need to end this vlog, and I need to go for my walk, and then I need to just relax tonight. So I have managed to make progress on my really rough outline, so that's good. I'm nervous. I'm nervous about Nano. I feel like last year I was intentionally aiming for a super low goal. I had very low expectations. This year I do want to win. I want to do 50,000 words, and I want to see if that's possible. Like, it's not even the middle of the semester anymore. November is the last month of the semester, so like, can I do it? While I'm also going through the final month of a semester at work, because that's going to be really busy. And like, can I manage to write every day? And can I hit the daily word goal of like 1,667 words every day? Because I haven't really been doing any writing on Tuesdays. So I'm gonna have to bring my iPad or a notebook or something with me to work and try to write as much as I can on my break, because by the time I get home and take a shower and eat dinner, it's like almost 8 o'clock, and I don't want to be writing at 8 o'clock at night, but I will try to make it work. So I just feel like I'm winging it this year. I feel like I should have more of a plan than I currently do. And maybe I'll be able to develop a plan over the first several days and like just slowly ease into it and settle into it. But right now, Nano starts in 2 days as I am filming this, and well, 1 day now. I just have tomorrow and then it starts. So I'm slightly panicking at this point. I am more than slightly panicking at this point. I am definitely panicking at this point. So hopefully by the next vlog, which will be the first of the actual NaNoWriMo vlogs, hopefully by the next vlog, it'll all be okay and everything will be worked out and I'll be settling into my writing. Right now, that's not how I feel. But I need to wrap up this vlog. I'm gonna go for a walk. It looks like it's absolutely gorgeous outside. Anyway, if you enjoyed this vlog, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed, all of that great stuff. Our question of the vlog: let me know if you are doing Nano. Let me know how your Nano is going so far, because this vlog is going up on day 2 of NaNoWriMo. So how are you? What is your word count? Are you staying on track? Are you falling behind already? I'm probably going to be starting a bit behind. So how's your Nano going if you're participating? If you're participating and we are not connected and not buddies on there, let me know what your username is so that I can find you. I'm just Andrea Severson on there, so you can request me as a buddy. I'd love to be making friends over on the official Nano website if you are using it. If you are not participating in Nano, let me know what you are doing this November. How are you spending November? What is happening for you? What are your goals for November? For me, it's finishing the semester and finishing NaNoWriMo. Those are going to be the 2 big focuses for this month. So let me know some of your thoughts for the month of November. I can't believe it's November. There's only 2 months left to this year and only 1 month before Vlogmas starts, and it gets almost Christmas, and it's so much and my brain is just like gonna explode. So yeah, let's chat all about that. And yeah, I'm gonna go for my walk. I will take you with me. And I will see you all very soon in the next vlog. Thank you very much for watching this one. Bye! Bye.